Hi people, and welcome to my channel. We're talking about living in Japan on the JET program and finance, because I just filmed a finance video, so I'm in my suit. And then I have a little subset where I just like say things and vent about how I'm feeling. It's actually very therapeutic. But yeah, in this one I just want to talk about the 6th year recontracting for JET, because I think that, at least for me, I'm always pretty bad at choosing whether I want to stay here or not. I guess temporary things kind of scare me. It scares me that JET will end eventually, so it's just kind of hard to optimize or really see where's the best time to cut it off. Do you just do it as long as you can, or are there better things out there for you? But yeah, for the 5th and 6th year answer, I said no, but I was just like ripped apart at school, like when I had to tell them. They originally told me on a Monday, and then they're like, oh, we need to know by Monday night. They said we need to know by oh my god, I can't even talk. Monday night around 6, they said we need an answer by Wednesday if you're gonna stay for another year. I was like, that's way too short. I can't even digest all the emotions or things for this. So then Wednesday I asked for an extension, and then on the day it was due, I just found myself like in the bathroom of the school in like the exact same position with the exact same like view that I had when it was like my first year, and I was like trying to decide if I should stay for 2. Like, my first year, I was in the bathroom just looking down at the handle with, like, the white doors and the silver handle, and I was on the phone with my boyfriend, and he's like, if you stay for another year, we're gonna break up. And just that same feeling was with me when I was in that bathroom looking at that freaking handle. Like, trying to decide if I want to stay for another year or not. But I love the kids. I love the kids and teaching and helping them. I do not love teaching English per se. I love the kids. I love helping them out, interacting with them. They're little crazy goofballs. I love them. But this is a really hard choice for me because I have a lot going here for me. And I love it. Like, I 20 out of 10 love my placement. I 20 out of 10 love living in Kansai. I love it. I think I've loved it more than anywhere else I've been. So basically it was a pull between me staying in Kansai and enjoying the life here. It's very comfortable now. Very comfy. You know, you work, you go home. But it's also different. I had to analyze why I came here. And originally, I think like many other people, I came mostly for the chance to experience Japanese culture and experience Japan and travel. And you can still travel in Japan now, a little bit. Life isn't so affected, but I think a lot of the benefits of JET have been kind of muted by COVID. So I just imagined if I stayed another year, it would mostly be me just teaching the kids, which is great again, but I don't think necessarily that's something I want to pursue long term, because in that sense I would be trading the job, you know, which is very neutral to me. I don't dislike it. Helping the kids is fulfilling, but I would be trading the job for the lifestyle, which for me, that is much more fulfilling. It's not stressful at all. It's very comfy. We get a very, very nice apartment. I happen to be put in a very, very, very good placement. Arguably, I would say one of the best placements on JET. So just choosing between being comfortable and like yeeting myself back into America, which is like, it looks like a cesspool right now. And I'm like, this whole contracting thing just made an explosion of questions of like, oh, what do I want to do? And I don't know, and that freaked me out at first, and that was really overwhelming. But you can't force yourself to answer things. You can just try your best. Like, the recontracting for me has always been hard because I started JET when I was like 26, almost 27, which I think for women on JET, that's above the average age. So, and now I'm 31, which, you know, age isn't a huge factor, but people do say if you stay on Jet and this isn't your intended career path, that is gonna detract from that, which I've also realized I don't really care about career, but it's just opened a lot of doors. It makes you really realize that, like, it's really important to state your intent and state what you want on Jet, because it's very easy to stay here in this little safe bubble and not plan. Like in all of 2021, I didn't plan. I was just burnt out on everything. So I tried my first years to plan, applied to engineering school, got in, and then saw the price, and then I was like, maybe I don't want to do that anymore. I like donuts. I'll buy a donut for $5, but I won't buy a donut for $100. So yeah, it's just been hard. And on top of that, I have a boyfriend here who's great. So on one hand, staying would just be investing into something I have to leave inevitably. And leaving would also mean cutting short beautiful time that I could have with him and with people here. But it seems like the longer I stay, I get less return every year. Again, my main points for staying being enjoying Japan, which I've been able to do a little bit, traveling internationally, which I can't do anymore, meeting people, which I always love, but it seems most of those things I can do by coming back here. But there's this little part of me that's like, this is the last dream life that I'll have. You know, it's a safety, kind of a safety thing. It's very safe and easy to be here. It is a lot of people's dream life. It's my dream life too, to kind of see the world and meet people and create content while doing so and trying to help people, help kids, help people. But yeah, just the constant struggle of like, do I just stay in this dream state, sort of kind of like in the Matrix, to be nerdy, but do you stay in the dream state? Like where Cypher in the Matrix is saying, like, if I have to choose between the dream state and the real world, I'm like gonna choose the dream state, like put me back into the, you know, the dream. So yeah, just a matter of when to pull the plug. And yeah, I said no, but honestly it's still like in my head. I haven't let it go yet. And I took a career like test thing on Career Explorer or Career Explorer? I think it's Career Explorer. I'm not paid by them or anything. Like, I'm not, like, they're not telling me to advertise. I use them and they're legitimately very good. And I took their test and then they were like, your decision style making is indecisive and bad and optimizing, and it makes you never know what you want. I was like, this website's good because it knows that I am a crazy, indecisive person. But I'm like, every day I'm like seeing myself inch towards being like, oh my god, I'm just gonna email the BOE and like beg to take me back. But is that good for me? Is it good for me? I don't know. Is my relationship here just gonna like break because I have to go home to America and then not know when I can even come back because of COVID? So COVID just makes it weird. COVID makes it really weird. And a lot of my friends are leaving too, Jet, so yeah, I still don't know. It just really does feel like the decision was like 50-50, where like each one has 50% good and 50% bad, so it's just kind of like jumping into a cold pool either way. But we'll see. I'll just look back on these and be like, hopefully I'll look back and then the emotion part's all stripped away so I can just see the logical part. But yeah, it's basically my brain and my heart fighting each other and they never get along. So maybe this can help some other people with their future Jet stuff. Usually they say if you're indecisive and you overthink things, like make a pro-con list, but if you get to the point like me where you're just driving yourself crazy and like going pro-con list and calling people and analyzing it and like asking friends for how, like surveys on how they view quality of work in America, like just go with your gut. My gut said no, but my heart doesn't like that. So I don't know. Yeah, this is just a big ramble, but yeah, contracting is hard for me. It's difficult, so you have to balance. I think once you get deeper into Jet, once you really get into 4, 5, and 6 years, 5 and 6 especially, that's, I think, when it's better to look at doing what's better for you long term. Like year 1, 2, and 3, you can, you know, stay and just be like, oh, I'm gonna enjoy my time here, but you really want to, I think I regret not setting definite goals by year 3 or 4. I just kind of gave up. In year 5, I just was like, I'm just gonna do what the world gives me now. I'm done trying to plan, keep trying to plan and just go in circles. So, yeah, it'll be okay. As my best friend says here, let's eat fear for breakfast this year. But yeah, I'll do a little update too of like what I think. Doing stuff like this, I recommend that like you guys do like something like this, because when you record yourself and the words just come out, you can see what you really feel. Like you can like logically look at the words and be like, all right, I said all that. That's all negative. I should probably do this or that. So yeah, it is quite enlightening. There's my rant. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope this is helpful. Yeah, I hope you can make decisions that are good for you too. I'm trying to make one that's good for me, but I don't know what's good for me. Yeah. I don't know if I want kids. I don't know what career I want. I don't really care about career anymore. Even though my suit looks like I do. But yeah. I just have to tell myself like it'll come in time. You can't rush it. And you can't force it too. You can't just make yourself want something. You can just state your intent and then maybe eventually it'll just happen. Yeah. Thanks for listening to my rant. I wish you the best and I hope you can make decisions that are good for you.